Namaste. Welcome, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're joining us. We have now entered day 16 of 40-day meditation challenge. Every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. Change is inevitable. So if everything is constantly changing and nothing can be done about it, then how can we come from some past experiences or past assumptions and perceptions and expect a different outcome? And that is what we are learning in these 40-day meditation challenge, how to break the habit of being yourself, how to break the habit of changing your perspective, creating new perspectives, new belief system, creating new ideas, new thoughts to create the desired reality. And to accept, to come in the acceptance of the change that is constantly happening within and outside of us. We all need meditation. We all need regular meditation. When we regularly meditate, we naturally become one with the change. We don't have to put an effort to change something or to be in union with the change that is happening within us or outside of us. We naturally become in tune with the change. We don't fight the change. We don't try to change the change. So regular meditation is very, 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 very important. So my dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods, please find a comfortable spot where you can relax yourself and sit in meditation for the next 30 minutes without any disturbance. You can dim your lights. If you're wearing spectacles, kindly remove it. Clasp your hands like this. Cross your legs. And with next breath, close your eyes and just be with your natural incoming and outgoing breath. Make your mind, body aware that you are in this moment completely present, 100%. There is no other place to be other than here and now. Observe each and every body part in your body is getting relaxed. Loose each and every body part. No tension whatsoever. And just simply be with your breath, your natural breath. I will be playing flute music for meditation today. Without any expectations, just be with your breath and let the nature take care of everything else. Last 10 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one, zero. Slowly unclasp your hands and without rubbing, put them on your eyes and gently open your eyes whenever you're ready. Thank you, Rangoli. Thank you. So, welcome back. Can anyone here tell me why do we clap after meditation? Or what is the purpose of clapping? Why do we ring a bell? Seema is saying, wonderful meditation. We clap to bring the energy, to change the energy, or to bring the awareness. We've just we were just meditating to change the energy. And now we're coming back in this body, in our five senses. So when we clap, we make we make that awareness within ourselves and outside. And of course, it is also a gesture to celebrate. So welcome back, everyone. And I'm so happy to see Seema here, Rangoli here, and all of you here who are physically or virtually or non-physically joining us. Your presence is of great, great value. So let me now share my screen and begin with the reading. Today we are going to complete our day chapter 1, which is amazing. And I would love to hear how your journey has been with this chapter. We took it really step by step, very slowly. What are your takeaways from this whole complete chapter? A lot of repetition were there. In the whole chapter, a lot of repetition were there. And I'm sure, as Joe Dispenza also said in the beginning, he will be repeating his own statements in a different way a lot of times so that our mind reprogram it. So do tell me your pickups, your takeaways. What are your highlights from the chapter 1? All right. So moving on, let's go to page 30. Yes, 34. So we are on page 34 now. And today we're going to get an amazing experiment and example of, and I know this is going to help many of the people in the group because they have been going through the similar situation. So stay with us. Okay. To enter the field, enter a similar state. To enter the field, enter a similar state. State of mind, state of emotion. Now, to enter the field which exists beyond space and time, you have to enter a similar state. Do you ever have any experiences when time and space seem to disappear. Think of those moments when you were driving and your thoughts are focused on some concern you have. When that happens, you forget about your body. You're no longer aware how you feel in the space. You forget about the environment, the external world disappears, and you forget about time. You have no idea how long you are tranced out. So to just talk in a casual manner, when you are too consumed in something, for example, when you're in two places, especially, what is the example that he's giving? He's talking about being in two places at one time. So you're driving, but you're too consumed in the thoughts of what has happened with you, or what might happen, or what are your day plans, or what somebody said to you in the past. It happens a lot of time, or while you're cooking, or while you're doing some task which you are so habitual of doing. You know how to drive a car now. You don't need to put your mind into the function of it, that I have to start this way, I have to put my leg this way, or put the brakes, when to put brakes, where the brakes. So you don't have to put your mind. You already are habitual of the functioning of driving a car. So you're utilizing that, your state of mind, in thinking about something happened in past, or you're consumed about the thoughts of future. So you're completely zoned out. You're also focused on the road and everything. You're doing that also, but you're also present in some other place, right? How many times has it happened to you when you are doing something and you're doing it, but unconsciously you're also in some other state of mind, or some other state of space and time? I'm sure it must have happened to you. And driving is a great example, because I've seen people, thinking about a lot, contemplating about things while they're driving, or cooking, or sometimes even speaking to somebody. They're coming or going to office, entering an office, doing the task. They're doing the task, but a lot of things are happening in their mind. So in that moment, you just forget about what's happening outside reality. You completely do not care if somebody is shouting at you, if somebody comes and knock on your window and shouts at you. You're completely zoned out. Nothing matters to you, because you are consumed by that state and time. You're not in that particular present. At the moment like these, you have been at a threshold of the door that allows you to enter the quantum field and gain access to working with a universal intelligence. In essence, you're already made the thought more real than anything else. So for you, that in that moment, the thought, whatever is happening in your mind is so real that whatever is their present reality doesn't exist. Your thought is so real that you're living that thought, you're talking in that thought, you're listening to what other people are saying as if they're saying it to you right now, and you're feeling it also. So again, choice is always yours. Either you can go back. So I'll tell you one thing. How do I what do I do? So anytime I ever revisit my past is to contemplate and see as a witnesser of what has happened in that situation, if it is still coming in my memory of this present moment. I see it as a witness and see how I was there and responding or reacting, or the other person, or any other relation, or any other human, or any other situation involved in that past, how they were, what they were talking, and what, as a witness, I am able to see a bigger picture. When we are involved as unconscious being in the situation, we only see small things. We focus on small things, that person said this to me. We are not focusing on the bigger picture there. But when we see as a bird's eye view, when we see it as a witnesser, we are able to see the bigger picture. So I don't get consumed in the past. I see it as a witness to learn from it. I don't visit my past as if it's happening with me and I'm getting hurt with it again and again, or I'm getting involved in it, recreating it in my memories and then emotions and then in my reality. So that is my experience. So anytime you revisit your past or revisit it to contemplate, not to be consumed by it. So what he is talking about is, again, that's how we do it. So we make it so real in our mind that that becomes our reality in that present moment, given the fact whatever might be happening actually in your present moment. So that's how we change and twist and turn the quantum field. Now that you have become of the formula, you can consciously create rather than being unconsciously creating the past memories or past situations again and again. So to change the to enter the field, enter a similar state. So anytime you are in a similar state, you have entered the same situation, you have created this, you have entered the same quantum intelligence, universal, cosmic reality. And then hence you're gonna attract the same particular situations in your reality. Maybe today or tomorrow, but it's gonna come because you have already created it. You have already prepared your body for it. Now change your mind, change your life. So all those times in the past when you tried to change, maybe your thinking was fundamentally limited. You likely believed that it was always circumstances outside of you that needed to change. So this is how we have in tuned or programmed to think. So it is very natural for us. We think that something outside of us must change to bring the change in our reality. And we have read it again and again in this book. If we didn't have so many other commitments, I could lose excess weight. I'll read that again. If I didn't have so many other commitments, I could have lose the excess weight and then I would be happy. So it's so common for us to say all these statements such as, and here I want to bring, okay, we use this word try a lot. I'm going to try to make it possible for me. I'm going to try to make it happen. I'm going to try to come there. I'm going to try to do this for myself or for you or whatever. Try. There is no such word as try. These communication, these languages have created some word which has no meanings and we are using it so commonly. What is try? What does try mean? Either you do it or you don't do it. There is no in between. How can you be in between? We use such words and then program ourselves, and then we that those words are just giving it's an excuse or it's nothing. There is no word, there's no meaning of try. So be very sure of what you're saying because you're programming yourself according to it. What does it mean? What does it mean to try? Either you do it. How can you try to breathe? Either you breathe or you don't breathe. You stop breathing. Either you see or you don't see. Can you try to see? What is natural? What exists? Can you try to exist or you exist? So either you do it or you don't do it. So don't fool yourself in thinking that there is something that exists as try. This is fooling. And it's not your mistake because you have learned this that way. But now that you're consciously taking to change your reality, now understand what you have to let go, what words you have to, how you have to evolve your vocabulary, what words you have to let go out of your vocabularies that doesn't exist because there's no meaning of it. If you think, if you can find a definition of try, please explain it to me. What does try means? So ask yourself these questions if you want to see the change. Read this example again and ask yourself how many times you have talked to yourself like that. And then complain about that nothing is changing in your life and not getting, and then you feel certain emotions, frustrations, anxiety, sadness, depression. Nothing is changing in my reality. Nothing is happening from according to what I want. Of course, because you're again and again reprogramming yourself, giving yourself excuses, creating those things which that doesn't exist. If I didn't have so many commitments, already given yourself an excuse, already given yourself the probability that already you have so much things, so you won't be able to do it. And using your words as if you are a mere helpless being, you are a victim of commitments. That is why you're not able to do what you really want to do. That is lose your weight. For this example, to be happy. So you're putting your dependency of being happy in something which is out of your control, which is actually not out of your control. So let us see what he's explaining as. We have all stated some variations on that theme. If this, then that. If this, only that, then that is possible. If this will happen with me, if I'll get this job, then I'll get happy. If I'll get this person in my life, I will be satisfied. If somebody listens to me, if my children listen to me, I'll be a good mother. If this, then that means you're putting your focus on the changing outer reality and then believing that is going to change your inner reality. Cause and effect. What if you could change your mind, your thoughts, your feelings, and your way of being outside the bounds of time and space? What if you could change ahead of time and set those effect of those internal changes in your external world? You can. What has profoundly and positively changed my mind, my life, and the lives of so many others is the understanding that changing one's mind and thereby having new experiences and gaining new insights is simply a matter of breaking the habit of being oneself. When you overcome your senses, when you understand that you are not bound by the chains of your past, when you live a life that is greater than your body, your environment, your time, all things are possible. The universal intelligence that animates the existence of all things both surprise and delight you. So existence of all things will both surprise and delight you. It wants nothing more to provide you with access to all you want. In short, when you change your mind, you change your life. There is no lack in this universe. There's abundance of everything that you want. We come from lack consciousness. Why we're so afraid to speak up? Why we're so afraid to share what's going on within us? Because we're coming from a lack consciousness that if I'll share this, either somebody will steal it, steal my information, steal my experiences, steal what I have learned till now, or maybe I will lose something. I lose the my pride or my ego or something. So all of this is lack consciousness. We're stopping ourselves from being in a natural state of being. There is abundance of every single thing that exists. Abundance of everything you want. There is no lack of jobs. There's no lack of love. There's no lack of food or resources. Nature has abundance of everything. Of course, until we realize this, we won't be able to use, we won't be able to create the balance. Why there is lack or illusion or a visibility of lack now in resources like food? Why do you see scarcity? Why do you see poverty? Why do you see people, there's no water for people to drink, clean water? Why is that appearing as if it is not there? Because of a lack consciousness. Because of lack consciousness, we have created the imbalance in nature. Take it, hoard everything. The moment pandemic happened, people hoard everything. In the moment they got the chance, they took every moment and hoard everything in their houses. And then there was a scarcity. Then there was a lack of things. From where that greed came, that let's just take this opportunity and take everything, because we believe that it will not be stay there for us. Everybody else will take it. From where that thought process came? From a lack consciousness. So the moment we change our mind, that whatever you need, whatever is that you want in your life, is in an abundant matter, is there existing in state of abundance, then you change your life. But if you're gonna come from scarcity, if you're gonna create those emotions that I wanted, and you just deliberately running after it, controlling it, it won't happen. You have to check yourself from where those thoughts are coming. Why are you thinking? Why are you running after that? Are you allowing it to come in your life, or you're trying to control the outcome and snatch it? I'll give you another example, another layman example, and then we're gonna go to this brilliant story experience. Okay, for example, attachments. Now, so many underlying concepts in so many examples. So now, for example, you are in a relationship, and you're constantly believing this fact that my partner is not 100% with me, or is either not loving me, or do not love me, or is cheating me, and you're constantly thinking, whether it's reality, whether it aligns with the reality of the other person or not, doesn't matter, but you are in that thought process. That is what you are thinking, and then it becomes your reality because you have attracted it. Now, it doesn't have to align with other person's, because you are creating that emotion and you're deliberately creating that thinking process, focusing on that. And when the situation is created and it happens, it gives you a satisfaction that you were true, that you were right, without realizing that it had nothing to do with other person's action. First and foremost, it was your belief which got stronger and stronger, which deliberately created that situation. If again, if you're feeling it, that is what it is, that you're feeling that you're not getting that much love or loyalty or whatever from the relationships, or respect or love from the relationship that you're expecting from. See what is there to learn. How can you change your mind? How can you change your emotions to create different outcomes in your relationship? And then if even after doing that, if you see that nothing is happening, change the reality. Why we are so stuck on focusing on one thing? Why we think that we are only going to get this from this certain person or this certain relationship, when there is abundance of love, abundance of existence of love? Everything is based on the foundation of love. And of course, given the fact that you understand what is the true definition of love, what exactly love really means. We have very faulty definitions of love, respect, relationship, marriage, very faulty definitions. So anytime you're giving your power, your focus on outer reality, that this needs to change, or this is wrong, or that is wrong, take a moment, take a pause, and just think from where, why, first of all, why did that thought, why did that came into your existence reality? Because you were seeking it. And then what is now, how can you change your mind and your emotions towards that thought, not that person doesn't exist. Your emotion, your thought regarding that problem or situation or challenge that you're experiencing, and then see the outcome changing. Again, problem is not out there. Problem is how we have been programmed or programmed ourselves to think. Now, this is a great example. Now, this is an example of Joe Dispenza's daughter, and let's read it. A story that illustrates just how powerful and effective beings in contact with a greater intelligence can be in making changing, can be in making change an integral part of your life. My children, now young adults, have used meditation. As a result, they have manifested some remarkable adventures. Since their childhood, we have had an agreement that they work on creating material things or events that they want to experience. However, our rule is that I don't interfere or assist with the proceeding of the outcome. They have to create intended reality and on their own, using their minds and interacting with the quantum field. My 20 something daughter studies art in college. It was surprising, it was springtime, and I asked one minute. And I asked what she wanted to manifest during an upcoming summer break. She had a laundry list. Instead of typical college student home for the summer job, she wanted to work in Italy, learn and experience new things, visit at least 6 Italian cities, and spend 1 week in Florence. Since she had friends there, since she had friends there, she wanted to work for the first 6 weeks of the summer, making a decent wage, then spend the rest of the break at home. I commanded my daughter for her clear vision of what she wanted and reminded her that universal intelligence would or orchestrate the way dreams, her dream summer would manifest. She would take care of what, a greater consciousness would handle the how. Since my daughter is practiced in the art of thinking and feeling ahead of actual experience, I merely reminded her to not only set an intention every day, with regard to what that summer would look like, what people she would see, what event would transpire, what places she would visit, but also to feel what it would be like to experience these things. I asked her to create the vision in her mind until it was so clear and real that that the thought she was thinking became the experience. And her brain's synapses began to wire that information as if it was a reality. Now, read that again. You all have the PDFs or hard books. Go back and read this example again and again to understand how you have to create, how you can create your desired reality. Very clearly, step by step, he told what she did. And this is an example. This is the pattern you can use and also create new things. Again, the basic of this, the formula is clear vision. You need to be very specific, very clear, and you need to imagine as if it's happening with you already. You're already in that job, of your dream job. How you want people to be with you in that job, if you are looking for a job, if that's what your goal is. You want to be respected, and how you feel when you're getting that respect, and what you're doing after you getting that respect. So the you're creating a reality in your mind as if it's happening with you. And then, of course, if you're that clear, if you're already feeling it, you already invited it, you have already created it energetically. And if it is if the energy is already created, in no time the matter will be created as well. So today, drop the complaint, drop that I am not getting this, and do this instead. And it takes each day, each moment. It's not something you did today and again. I've repeated many times. It's not something you did today and forget about it and wait it to happen. There's no divine timing. Divine timing is when you create it. Understand what divine timing also means. It doesn't mean for you not just sit back and keep waiting without doing and work, without doing an effort. It means that you are doing your work and then letting the quantum field, the universal intelligence, the cosmic intelligence to play its role and bring it to you. That is divine timing, not just, okay, I did it, I did my work, which is like creating a thought, wanting it in my life, and just sit and back and relax and wait and start thinking about other things, other emotions, which might be creating hindrance in what you really want. Then again, that's how we distract from a path of creating our desired reality. We're reading or we are consuming media or television or social media, and then seeing and unconsciously taking in the programmings, how some accidents are happening, taking different emotion from that accident. Oh, this happened. Oh, a little is also a leakage of your energy. The moment you have responded as or oh my god, oh, so sad. This is a response to that particular reality or somebody else who do not even exist in your life reality, and you responded and you created an energy interaction with that situation. And now that energy leak is open, and without your consciously knowing, that is flowing there. And you think that, oh, I'm just crawling away and it's a second, how it's bothering me, how I'm getting depleted, energy depleted. The more meditation you do, the more conscious you become of your energy, and you wisely do and create what you want to do, and create and see where you want to invest your energy in. Okay, going further. If if she was still being the young woman in the dorm room with a dream of going to Italy, she was still the same person living in the same reality. So while it was still March, She had to begin being that young woman who would be in Italy for half the summer. No problem, she said. Now, again, understand what they mean by this? What she had to be in August, June, July, August, months ahead. She already started working on it in the March. When the thought came that this is what she wanted to do, she didn't waited for summer to start and then start creating that reality. The moment that thought came that this is how she wants her summer to be, goal, persistence. We all need to have goal in our life. Small term goals, long term goals. Smallest term goal, what I want to feel today, what how I want my day to go at, like what I want for this week, what I want. There's small goal, there's small term goals, and there's long term goals. Where goals need to be there. No problem, she said. She had experiences like this before. When she wanted to be a music video, be in a music video, and when she wanted to experience an unlimited shopping spree, both of these transpired in perfect elegance. I then reminded my daughter, you can't get up from your mental creation of this experience as the same person you were when you sat down. Because you changed your reality. You already started creating new you with your mind. But what we do is we keep going back to who we were. Okay, you felt elevated while thinking of how you're gonna feel when you're gonna get the job. But the moment that thought is over and you stop thinking about it and start doing something else, you go back to your previous state of being. And that's how we repeat the patterns. We are not staying in the state of mind. You have to get up from your seat as if you just had the most amazing summer of your life. Again, already living as if you're doing it. You're acting as if it's already happening with you. Again, take this example and start from the smallest of your goal. How you want this day to be after this session gets over, how you want your day to be. Start practicing this example and see the outcomes. And then when you see the outcome, then you're gonna believe it in more and more and start doing it more and more. So do it for yourself. Again, I got it, she said. She understood my reminder that each day she had to change to a new state of being. And after every mental creation, she was to go about her day living in that elevated mood of gratitude generated by having had that experience. She's already in that awe and inspiration and joy that it's happening. What she wanted, she's experiencing it. My daughter called a few weeks later, Dad, the university is offering an art history summer course in Italy. I can get the cost of the program and all expenses down from $700 to $400. Can you help me pay for that? Well, it's not that I'm not an unsupportive parent, but this didn't strike me as what she had originally stated as her target. Now, now you see, 1/4 her manifestation has already happened. She a program approached her college approached with the created a program which were happening in Italy. She wanted to go Italy for the first week of the summer, first week of the summer, and go and do the job. But now she wanted her all the wages to be taken care. that she don't have to give something and she rather earn the money from that visit, right? That was her aim. That was her goal. That is what she wanted manifest. Okay. But what actually is manifesting is this. Now you see very carefully, read and listen to what's happening. If she could have got satisfied with this much only. Again, understand, because that's what we do. Smallest of things happen, we forget the whole picture that we wanted. Smallest of thing happened and we get excited. Oh yeah, it's happening. Oh, forget about what other things that I imagined. This happened, maybe this was supposed to happen, and let's do it. Read. Well, it's not that I'm unsupportive parent, but this didn't strike me as what she had originally stated as her target. She was trying to force and control the outcome of this possible destiny instead of allowing the quantum field to orchestrate the events in a way that was right for her. You want the job, you got the job, but not the exact circumstances. Not, you're not, again, you got the job, you're getting a great salary, maybe. Yeah. Or you got the job, you just wanted the first job that came as an acceptance, you accepted it without thinking of what the salary you're getting, whether you are deserving of that salary or you're deserving more of, much more of the salary that they're providing. You just jumped on it and just because you're controlling it. You're not letting the quantum field bring the outcome to you. Okay. I advised her to really inhabit that Italian trip and to think, feel, speak, and dream in Italian until she got lost in that experience. Until you are consumed as if it's happening with you and you've lost the track of what reality is. Now, this is about the particular situation that she wanted to create. I would recommend you to read this again and again. And if you have had any questions, ask me. But go back and read this example again and again, which will help you create your desired reality. Now, a few weeks later, when she called again, her excitement was palpable. She had been in library chatting with her art history teacher, and they eventually slipped into speaking Italian. Both spoke the language fluently. At that point, her teacher said, "I just remembered one of my colleagues needed someone to teach level 1 Italian to some American student who will be studying in Italy this summer." Of course, my daughter was hired. Get this, not only would she be paid to teach, all expenses covered, what she wanted, but she would be in 6 different cities in Italy for 6 weeks, spend the last week in Florence, and be able to be home for the second half of the summer. She manifested her dream job and every aspect of her original vision. Patience, faith, and persistent in your walking towards your dream. Today in the morning, I just heard Abdul Kalam's video where he was saying, giving his example. Okay, he said, um, at the age of 23, he wanted to be a pilot. He studied astronomical engineering, and he gave an exam. 10 people, the position was for 10 people, but out of, he was the 10th one, but only 9 got selected. Okay, and he lost, and then he became, we all know, then he became the president, right? And then he went to the chief and he asked the chief that I want to learn flying. Then for 6 months, he got trained to fly. Then he learned the flying. He did not leave the dream just because he failed. And then he learned flying, and then I forgot the flight, the name of the flight that he mentioned, but he flew the airplane. He achieved his dream, but he did the work. First, he did not forgot his dream just because in that moment he failed. Then again, the moment, whenever the chance came, he acted on it. And then he gave the message, dream, dream, thoughts. And those thoughts becomes actions. So keep dreaming. Just because it's not happening for you in that moment, you believe that it's not happening. You did dream. It's not happening. 1 month went, 2 months went. It's not happening. Keep doing the work. How can you stop working towards it and believing that it will happen? Keep doing the work. Keep working on your thoughts. And then your thoughts will become an action. Quantum field. Magnetic. So everything law is same for each and every one. There is no anyone specially changing the quantum field and creating and manifesting their reality, and you are different from them. It is happening equally similarly for everyone. It is how you are working, how passionate and how sincere you are towards your dream and goals and reality that you want to create. So ask yourself, whoa, brilliant example. And this is how many people are living you casually in their life because they've trained themselves to. So this wasn't a case of a young woman pursuing this opportunity with the traditional dodged determination to find a program, searching the internet, how hounding professors. Read very carefully. Again, I'm repeating it, but I'm doing it because I want you to do it. Read this paragraph, read this example again and again today. If you want to change your reality again, I'm doing my part. Okay. Or so forth. Instead of following the cause and effect, my daughter changed her state of being to the extent that she was causing an effect. She was causing an effect. She was living by the quantum law as an electromagnetically connected to an intended destiny that existed in that quantum. Her body was then drawn to the future event. The experience found her. The outcome was unpredictable. It came in a way that she in no way expected. It was synchronistic. And there was no doubt that it was the result of her internal effect. She didn't expect that she will be teaching Italian to some American guy in Italy. She wanted to go for art research. But she wanted to go in 6 cities, six different cities, and also being taken care of her travel, stay, food, every expense to be taken care of. And then also come back home in the second half of the summer so that she can spend time with her family. And all got manifested exactly the same way. Now, this is the example of her daughter. I'll tell you the examples of hundreds and thousands of pyramid masters. They have zero money in their pocket, but they're manifesting pyramids in their cities and their villages, at their home. Pyramid which require lakhs of money, and they do not have money. They're not doing any job. How miraculous they're creating those pyramids. I'll share one video with you. Listen to that person experience. We think this is some magic. They have some magic in their hand. But what they're not realizing is they use this, they tapped into the quantum intelligence and then created that reality. Forget about the circumstances they are in, forget about how they're living. They are provided whatever they want to experience in their reality. They want to have food, they are getting food. How? They're not worried about it. They're more intellectual than any PhD level person. They're more intelligent and full of wisdom than any scholar, without going to any university, without having any degree, without having multimillionaire house, because they don't, that's not what they're walking towards, that's not what they want to create. So everything is possible the moment you tap into the existence of it happening with you, when you believe in it. All right, with that I'll just stop this. Yes. How are you feeling? Do we have any question? I know some people who should have got their answers or liked to what they now should do to attract what they want, especially because this example was closely related to what they were going through. So if you want to speak up, this is the time. And again, let me tell you, not speaking is only coming from your programmed mind, that whatever it is. Now you find out why you're not speaking up. It's your work to do. All right. If we do not have any questions or sharing, we will close the session and meet again tomorrow. All right. Bye bye. Thank you for being here. See you tomorrow.